We are meant to give it our all, never give up, put it all out on the field. And like as men, it is our duty to live life in that mindset.
My name's Andrew, and this is Planted Moves.
Planted Moves was designed for those looking to find purpose, to start clear vision, and discover transformation on the road to success.
And well, failing forward, bro, there's something to be said for that. Always fail. I think I would tell myself the same. You know what? One of the things I would tell myself for sure, now that you mention it, the fear of being picked on, the fear of being bullied. I think because I went through that as a kid, like I always had that. And I ended up like getting perfectionism as like a disorder almost. Like I'm not going to do it unless I can do it perfectly. Mm-hmm. So then I lost out on a lot of opportunities because I could have done it and I didn't, or I didn't release it, or I didn't post it, or I didn't do this. And like by you not doing that, how many people are you depriving?
Yes.
How many people could be impacted by your voice? How many people could be impacted by one move, one mistake, something that you did and put out there, and you just deprived someone else's experience? So some people like me tend to have to learn through experience and failure because we're not great at looking at other people's mistakes and be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. But there's a lot of people out there that actually are good at that, at being like, yo, this person made that mistake. I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. And so you've now deprived someone of the opportunity to learn from the mistake that you've made because you were afraid of what other people would think or the judgment. And so, I mean, that's something that I've dealt with my whole life.
One of the things I like to say is, God punishes you for not being you. You hiding who you are to the world is punishing you. He's like giving you your blessings that they're there for you, but you hid from it.
Wow.
I just gave you everything. I gave you all these skills and you didn't want to use it. You knew you were naturally good at that. Why didn't you, why didn't you craft that? Why didn't you polish that skill? I gave you that for a reason. And you're just going to, like, squander it?
Wow.
What? Yeah, I wish I should have gave it to that person.
Dude, you're literally preaching right now. There's a book, there's a story in the Bible.
Yeah.
Like the parable of the talents. And it's like the master who's God, he gives these talents to his servants. And then he goes away for a long trip. And one of the servants, he like triples it while he's gone. He's flipping the bag, he's making it back, and he triples the like investment that he was given, the talent, right? The other servant, he doubles it. He doesn't triple it, but he doubles it. And then the third guy, he goes and he buries it. And so when the master comes back, he's like, tell me what you did with my talents that I gave you, right? And so the first one comes up and he's like, dude, I tripled it. I tripled it for you. You gave me this, I got you this. And so he's like, well done. Great, that's a great servant. And then the guy that doubled it, he's like, look, I doubled it for you. The third guy was like, I was afraid. I know that you're like you're a strong master. You're someone that judges people, and I didn't want to lose what you gave me, so I just hid it over here. But here, I'm giving it back to you. I still have what you gave me.
No.
And he was just like, you're wicked, you're wretched, get out of my sight.
Yeah.
Take what he had and give it to the guy that tripled it. So he took what the guy had and he gave it to the guy that tripled it. And like, that's just a story of like, when we're given something by God, like, bro, it is like a sin not to use it. It's a sin not to produce something with it.
It is blasphemous.
Yeah.
Like you're just, I don't know if you believe in God or the universe or spirit, whatever, but you're disobeying whatever created you and gave you those natural knacks for a reason. You don't get natural knacks just for no reason. Like, you're typically, you gravitate towards certain things and certain skill sets because they're your predisposition to have those, right? And yeah, man, a lot of people do squander it because of, like you say, you didn't want to be picked on, or me, I didn't want to look bad. Like I didn't want to, I was too shy. I didn't want to speak, and people were gonna laugh at me. Who cares? If you do something or if you don't do it, they're gonna say something regardless.
Yeah.
People are going to say something bad about you. If you do it, I did that. If you don't do it, well, all right, cool.
Stop caring.
I'm going to face scrutiny regardless, but I would much rather face scrutiny putting people around me in a better position. I can take that. I can't face scrutiny of 50 years old, 60 years old. Damn, I should have did this. Damn, I should have invested that money. That little 200, I should have put that in. I could have quadrupled. That little, I don't know, little effort I should have put in, I put in 10%, I should have put in 60%. So you're just waking up, putting in half effort. Why not put in 100% effort and go to sleep at night knowing, hey, I'm exhausted. I'm done.
Put it all in.
I put it all in. Well, maybe then you can sleep 8 hours a night after that. That's probably why you're not sleeping 8 hours. Because you still got so much in the tank. It's like, bro, I still want to go. That's why you can only sleep 3 hours. Not necessarily you, but certain people. That's
true.
Yeah, that's why you can only sleep 2 hours.
You're living up to your full potential.
Yeah. Your body's like, bro, I gave you that much energy. Your health meter, you play like Street Fighter and stuff, you got a health meter. Your health meter's still full, bro. That's why you can't sleep 8 hours.
You don't need to sleep.
You don't need to
You need to be working. You need to be getting after the bag. Man, that's crazy. And you know what that really brings me into is like, bro, I couldn't sleep for like a year because I wasn't pursuing my dreams. I wasn't pursuing my purpose. I was working I was making good money. I was making great money. But like, you can make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year. And if you're not pursuing purpose, if you're not giving it your all, if you're not all out on that field like you were, like, bro, you had every reason to quit. You had every reason to give up. You're getting blood transfusions on the field. You're getting an oxygen mask in your face. You're about to go run plays. You have every reason to give up, but you still gave it your all. And bro, that's just a testimony to like what we're meant to do. We are meant to give it our all, never give up, put it all out on the field. And like, as men, it is our duty to live life in that mindset for ourselves, for our spouse, for our children, for our parents. Like, we got to put it all out on the field, man.
Absolutely. Anyone that doesn't do that, oh man, I hope God has, some forgiveness for you, man, because you're just wasting air, energy, breath, every single thing is just a waste. And I don't want to sound harsh to people, but how would you feel if you invested your money into something and it was supposed to have a certain return, ROI, and you're like, well, why didn't it do what it was supposed to do? That's like what you're doing. Where's your ROI? Like, I put you here, like, give me a return on my investment. I should have let that other egg in that sack be born instead of you. Like, the other sperm get to that egg, right? So
that's a harsh reality that a lot of people need. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of people that'll be like upset with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
That's cognitive dissonance though. Because in the beginning they won't understand it, but then they'll be like, you know what? I am supposed to do my best every single day. Because if I'm not doing it my best every single day, it's like, what's the other purpose of living? Like, what do you want to do? You just want to sit there and do nothing? Like, that's fun for you? I can't fathom it.
I've been there. I've done that. Yeah. And like, in that doing nothing, bro, it is so depressing. Especially if you are a man or a woman that is destined for something. Yeah. Like, when you're not living in it, bro, the depression and anxiety that comes from not living out your purpose or not pursuing your vision is horrifying. I have been depressed. I've been suicidal in the wrong relationship. I've been in the lowest of lows. And in that moment, it was only the pursuit of what I felt like I needed to do at the moment that pulled me out of that emotional situation. Like, I feel like, and I'm not knocking depression because I think a lot of people are, dealing with clinical depression, but I do think that there is some type of correlation between depression and not pursuing your purpose. And there's so many people in today's society that do not know what their purpose is. They don't know why they're here. They're completely lost with the bullshit that's happening in society, and they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on, and it's sad. And I think helping people wake up from that is something that we're meant to do.
Yeah. So like I said earlier, like Rollo Tomasi says, happiness is a transitory state, and it's typically when you're chasing greatness. Your greatness, I don't know what your greatness is, but I know you got it. Everybody that you come across, I don't care who they are, homeless guy, they got some type of greatness in there. There's some greatness there. But yeah, you said it beautifully. Whenever you're not chasing the goal. So typically a lot of people, so let's talk about the stats. And me personally, this is just me giving an opinion, right? Not saying that it's factual. I shouldn't be condemned for an opinion, but men are 4 times more likely to go through with suicide, right? why are men in such suicidal state today, much more than women, right? Not saying that we're trying to compare them, but why are men in that situation? Could it be because of what you just said, not chasing greatness? I think it has a large part of that. Or not teaching men that, listen, your happiness will lie in your greatness. Not, hey, just be a good guy and that thing the world should just give you everything. No, you gotta be a good guy, plus you gotta put work in.
Yeah.
You gotta produce. Like anything that you see, this watch by Garmin, it has a GPS on it and it tells me how long I sleep, my REM, this was produced by somebody. Somebody put in great work for this. This shirt was produced by somebody. Necklace, this Rode mic, this was all produced by somebody. People put a lot of work in on every single thing that we have around us. Every single thing you see in this frame was produced by somebody. What are you producing? What are you producing? The haircuts we get, somebody's doing some type of work. And you're sitting over there doing a monotonous job that you absolutely hate. Listen, man, there's a, would you much rather live in a state of not figuring out how good you can be at something, or just, make a lot of money and, just, push buttons and go home and have my wife not be in love with me because she doesn't see somebody actually chasing that goal and chasing that dream? Like I want to live like a warrior, man. I want to live like, hey, clap for me because you know I did my best job and I'm coming home happy with a smile on my face. Like, yeah, I got it done because I'm good at what I want to be good at.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for watching our video. If you're looking to connect with other move makers like our guests, please join our online community by clicking the link below this video. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, and send to a friend so that we can boost our engagement and join other people in our community in the endeavor of finding their purpose, becoming their best version.